No pressures. I mean, it's only the world premiere at Boulder Symphony of the Major Figaro. So whatever you do, don't screw it.
Don't change anything else before the performance. Maybe for the next time.
I literally wrote the overture the night of the first premiere performance.
And why did you wait so long?
I'm a huge procrastinator. I'm very lazy. I'm also very inspired. While I was making the production, I was writing the music, and before the overture is written, you need to absorb the whole production to really captivate the audience and to really absorb the entire life of the opera. It takes on a life of itself, really.
Mozart, in his 20s, had the skill set. He had the knowledge and he had the passion for writing great opera and for representing human emotions and human situations on the stage, which was something entirely new. The music is always perfectly reflecting what the characters are feeling. Not just what they're on the face of things, but what are they really thinking?
I wanted to write it because it was risky. The play was already banned, the music was inspired, and the riskiness was in making fun of the aristocracy for things that they had been doing for years and years. So they were sleeping with their chambermaids, and they were sleeping with... Actually, they were just basically sleeping with anything with a heartbeat. And I wanted to point this out, that they cannot go around doing these things just because they have more money. The lower class would understand where I'm coming from, and the upper class, well, my brand, the Mozart brand at the time was... They were thinking I was inspired by God. But really, I was just making music to... How do you put it? Music to... that sounded good in the heart, that was soulful.
Don't make them too short. They really always has to... It always has to be, this is the first violin parts are really the soul of this entire opera.
Playing an opera is much more rewarding. It's richer, much more challenging in a way, because it's not just focus on your own playing. The music making, to me, I think is the best.
When you're working with opera, it's not just rehearsing an orchestra. It's bringing the whole show together. It's making sure the orchestra is on the same page as the singers. As the singers are acting, you know, they're using their incredible instruments to make these divine sounds. They have to embody the drama. All of this while doing quite possibly the most difficult thing on the face of the planet, which is singing operatic music. So their brains are working overdrive, probably 1,000%.
There are so many characters and they're all doing something, and so it's kind of like a chessboard where you're trying to coordinate all these little things happening on stage and make them viewable by the audience. Throw some Beyonce attitude in there, yeah? When the audience is watching this, the thing that they're going to want to look for to have the best time are the little nuances that each of the characters are going to be throwing into each of their performances.
In the soprano repertoire, it's one of those things that's kind of a dream. You want to be able to get on stage and say, like, I've done it, I've accomplished it, you know, I made it through, I didn't die. She sings, you know, really low, ridiculously low, and then she has to pop up kind of to the top of her voice. It's difficult, but that's one of the things that's kind of the most exciting about singing. It's so fun.
Figaro is definitely one of the most well-known roles of all time, and because of that, there's a little bit of pressure. Everybody's waiting for Figaro to come and fix everything or see what he's going to do. Figaro's most well-known aria is Non più andrai, where he is finally getting to make fun of and tease and prank Cherubino, because Cherubino is this terrible pest. All the women love him for some reason, but he is a amorous little butterfly, as Figaro calls him. So that's Non più andrai farfallone amoroso. It's very meant to be na 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 na.
So there's all of these character traits are in Mozart's musical works. And that's basically because he was always thinking dramatically as an opera composer. So he was trying to put a story into his symphonies, which have no words.
The cleverness, the innuendos, the sexual innuendos that we are making up, the comedy, these things come to life as you are building it. It is like any work of art, really.
The horns in Figaro's aria apparently is kind of the horns of what's called the cuckold. So, you know, someone getting in the way of a relationship between your significant other. And that was kind of the symbol for that, and Mozart put it in as a kind of little Easter egg. So maybe listen for that, and that might help you understand the music.
This was the pop music of the time. This was what the people wanted to listen to on their iPhones. They did not have iPhones. So you know what they did? Instead of hitting repeat, they said, encore, encore, again. Listen to what Brahms said. Yeah? In my opinion, each number in Figaro is a miracle. It is totally beyond me how anyone could create anything so perfect. Nothing like it was ever done again, not even by Beethoven. Brahms said that. He was a very wise man.
This music really, it has a universal, timeless quality to it. All these situations could easily happen today. You know, you would be just married and, you know, you're measuring the room to see if your bed is going to fit in the room. You know, just something as simple as that.
When the show is over, what I want you to take with you is that you had fun, that you enjoyed the music, that it made you think of something that perhaps you did not realize before. If you listen to what they are saying, if you listen to how they are singing, how they are presenting themselves, they can show you things you did not know about yourself. Enjoy tonight, please. Have a great time and no cuckoldry.